This podcast is supported by patrons. You can find a full list of them in the description of this episode. Hello, good morning, my listeners. Good morning, listeners of Good Morning BSS World podcast series. Today we are going back to Ukraine to focus on one very interesting company. Before we do that, we will also listen about the most current update of what is going on in the Ukrainian IT industry. And today I am going to do it together with my special guest, who is Ivan Korzhov, the country manager of Infopulse Ukraine. Hi, Ivan, how are you?
Hi, Victor. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to be here. Hello, dear listeners.
Welcome to my show. And let's start from the easy question. So where are you based? Because Ukraine is a huge country and there are a lot of cities where the IT is growing in this country. So where are you?
Well, I'm based in one of the most tech cities of Ukraine, as they say. I'm based in the city of Lviv, in the western Ukraine. It's almost a million city with great architecture and stuff like that, and lots of IT specialists, IT universities, and basically a governance that is tech-minded, how we like to call it.
Before we went online with this show, we actually discussed that you are in Lviv, and I told you that I was there in 2015, and you said, "Oh, it's like you weren't in Lviv because the Lviv has changed a lot within the last 8 years." Is that true?
Of course, like this is what I love about our city. When you live in Lviv, you every day you see something get a little better, a little different, and it's for me as a member of the society, a man who lives here. I just love it, like because my city is changing. My city is changing every day. My city is changing every day to the better.
So let's take a look on overall IT Ukrainian industry. What is going on now in Ukrainian IT industry?
Well, of course, the IT industry, as any business in Ukraine, is in a lot of senses. We have some problems with the war. Yeah, it's understandable. Like if you talk about our company, yeah, and lots of other different companies, we had to relocate lots of people from the south of Ukraine, from eastern Ukraine, and it had a lot of thrilling experiences for our specialists, for our workers. But I think during the last few months, I think we are starting to redevelop back. Like to get them back to get back on track. And like I would like to consider here, we just had a few days ago a report from Gartner. So they did a market report on the IT industry in Ukraine, and even with the full-scale invasion, they understand and we see that the IT industry in Ukraine is still growing, still developing, of course, with some changes. Yeah, so like, how is like to say in our company, so BCP, business community planning, yeah, and crisis management is now a new norm. Yeah, it's something that we just have to live with, and we do, and we grow, and this is how this works right now.
Yeah, it's good that you mentioned about the growth of the industry because Ukraine is an example of a country where the local IT companies are expanding also abroad. And you are representing Infopulse Ukraine, where Infopulse is also present in Poland and growing here quite fast. But today, the reason why we are talking to each other is to focus on Infopulse Ukraine. So tell me the story of Infopulse Ukraine, how the company is going on over there, how everything started, and where you are based.
Okay, so we're basically one of the oldest companies in Ukraine. It's an international IT company, but well, originally we come from Ukraine. So right now our main office or headquarters is in Lodz, Poland. We moved it there. Yeah, so we may be called a Polish company right now, listening to the delight of the your listeners. But in any case, we were founded in 1991 in Ukraine by two friends, by two college friends, Andrei Anisimov and Alexei Sigov, who just wanted to, like start this in Ukraine, start this IT movement. Yeah, I think we are, well, it depends on how do you look at it, but it's either us or another IT company that is the oldest one in Ukraine. Basically, we started our business just as the Soviet Union was eradicated. Yeah, and I can tell you myself. So the company is as old as I am, in, in some point of view. And if we talk about now, we have more than 2,000 different specialists working in 7 countries. So it's Ukraine, Poland, Bulgaria, Germany, Brazil. And also, from 2006, we are a part of a big Nordic IT company. Yeah. Right now, it's called Tieto Every. It's one of the largest and strongest IT companies in the market, with more than 24,000 IT specialists in 90 countries. So I think it's well, it counts as a big one, I suppose. This is where we get our, how do you call it properly? The standards. How do we work? Yeah. So, like a few years ago, we said that we are a Ukrainian company with strong Scandinavian roots. Yeah. Now we can say that we are an international company with strong roots around the world, and I suppose that sounds great.
Very well said. And when it comes to Ukraine, besides Lviv, where are you in other cities as well?
Yeah, yeah, sure. We had a lot of cities. Unfortunately, we had to close one of the cities that was after that. Yeah, of course, we had an office in Kharkiv, and as you know, Kharkiv is now, for now at least, we hope it's not for long, it's not a city to work in. Yeah, but we really hope that our army will make it more not dangerous there as soon as possible. And right now we have an office in Lviv, in Kiev. We have a few offices. We have an office in Vinnytsia, in Zhytomyr, in Odessa, and I suppose it's not this is news for everybody. We're opening a new office in the city of Ivano-Frankivsk. Well, it's basically working already, but we're still going to do some opening ceremony really, really soon. So yeah, we have some cities working going on here.
And let's focus now on the main scope of the services which you are providing. So the main scope probably is the software development, but if we could expand that, so what do you do as a business?
Well, you have to understand that when we're talking about a company our size or a little smaller or even bigger, it's not that we work in some concrete sphere. Yeah, so we try to uh, work everywhere with everybody as long as these people can go through our due diligence. Yeah, because we also have those clients that just can take it on. Uh, I can tell you a few maybe words about our clients for you to have a good understanding. Yeah. So one of our oldest clients is Bosch. Yeah, I suppose you've heard about them. We work with them for so much time and so many projects. Mostly for now, we are doing tech for their video surveillance cameras. We do some stuff, I can say like that. Not anymore. Yeah, for the automotive industry of Bosch. Also, we do some security audits for them. This is what's going on right now. Uh, Also, one of our bigger clients is one of the big four audit consulting firms. Yeah. Again, why am I saying one of the big four? You understand NDA. We can't really name them, but with them we have a huge portfolio of both applications and solutions for them and their clients, including SAP based stuff, Microsoft based stuff, Oracle based stuff, and others. Also, one of our bigger clients is Bix. It's a Belgium. Well, okay, it's originally a Belgium telecom operator that operates from in all the world, basically right now, I suppose, or in most areas of the world. And we provide services for them in starting from applications development, ending with just BP outsourcing, like not only even not only IT. Yeah, you have to understand it. So if you can hear this, yeah, I already named automotive. Yeah, I already named consulting and mobile development, SAP integration, Microsoft integration. I already told you about some telecom integration. Also, we do banking services, financial services. This is one of our uh, key things. We work with the public sector. We work with the public sector in any case. We work with the healthcare sector. If we go back to Ukraine, we also have some clients looking for more in the agrarian sector. So yeah, we do really lots and wider range of services.
So it looks like that the business is with no borders, because you have mentioned a number of countries where you are working for your clients, the international clients. It means that the business which you are running in Ukraine is very much focused on those international partnerships. Doesn't matter of what industry we are talking about the automotive, about the public security, and so on and so on, or even the consulting. And when it comes to the Ukrainian market. Um, Is this are you also providing services to the local clients which are based in Ukraine, or rather the main scope and focus is on the international partnerships?
Yeah, again, as I told you, of course, mostly we do international partners. Yeah, and I can say it's mostly it's European clients. Of course, we do USA, we do Brazil. We work in different countries in different places, but well, mostly it's Europe and Scandinavian countries again. Yeah, but if you talk about Ukraine, the Ukrainian market. Well, before the full-scale war was emerging, it was growing, and the Ukrainian demand for IT services was also growing. For now, of course, it's a little less, yeah, but we still have hope, yeah, for this one. We still look at the Ukrainian IT market as one of the future bigger clients, and we do have clients in Ukraine, yeah. We have electricity manufacturers in Ukraine. We are working with the pharmaceutical sphere here, also in some agro clients, yeah, especially we're of course we're looking for mostly for companies that not only work in Ukraine but also work worldwide, because like we have a similar mindset there. Yeah, when we have a lot of people in Ukraine, they have a lot of people in Ukraine, we have a lot of people abroad, they have a lot of people abroad, and it's easier to us to find common sense between us.
You have mentioned that you are present in a number of cities in Ukraine and now opening a new office, just waiting for the opening ceremony. So it means that you are all the time recruiting and extending your staff. So having that in mind, what is the profile of people who you are looking for? So who is the perfect employee of Infopulse Ukraine?
The perfect template, the one that matches the job description, fully. This is how we say, because, well, again, you have to understand that we're a big company. We're a big company in Ukraine. We're a big company worldwide. Well, of course, maybe somebody would say it's 2,000 people. It's not that big, but if you're talking about IT, well, this is a lot. We have a lot of clients. We have lots of going on. So I can't I can't just give you a perfect profile for a person, but I can give you something like a perfect profile, maybe mentally, yeah, because um, we have a lot of corporate, like culture going on in here. We try to work as a community, yeah, community first, because well, you know that after the COVID, yeah, in the world, the remote working, well, is going on more and more. So, like we as all the I suppose big companies, we have to rethink how our corporate culture works, and we understand that well, if we are talking like a few years ago, we would just we would just be in the offices. We would try to make them like, well, if you're talking about Infopulse, we had those green, blue colors, whites, and stuff going on. We had our slogans, and well, we still have them, but this doesn't work anymore, yeah, because the office is not the place where everybody is. Everybody is working. So we are rethinking that we have something in common with our people. This is the understanding of how do we do corporate social responsibility? How do we volunteer? How do we create value for each other? How do we help each other? I really like this saying. Our president of the company, Alexei Sigo, once said, "Well, nobody from our company, well, besides the sales and marketing guys, are obliged to bring new clients on board. Yeah, but everybody still brings them because." Even though like maybe you wouldn't get that much money from Infopulse if you're not a salesperson and you just get somebody on board. But the thing is here that you love this company. If you work here, you love the atmosphere, and you want this company to grow, to develop. And this is what we try to stabilize here and to hold it in any country at any time.
Every employee is an ambassador of its own business, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. This is what we are aiming at. This is what we love about it.
Okay, this podcast actually was arranged via the IT Ukraine Association, which we are very closely working with, and you, as Infopulse Ukraine, are also a member of this organization. Having said that, are you also a member of any other IT organizations based in Ukraine?
Well, sure. If let's go personally, yeah. If we're talking about ITU, I'm a member of the board of the representatives at the ITU, like selected for this year. So I hope for the next years also. So hi ITU. Yeah, yeah. And if we're talking about other uh, clusters and stuff like that, so yeah, we are members of the Lviv IT cluster. Well, firstly, this is well where I'm personally a member. We are a member of the European Business Association in Ukraine. We also are a member in the Vinnytsia IT Association. And we also are talking with some other IT associations and clusters about memberships. So yeah, we understand that clusters and associations are a good place to be in. Yeah, a good place to talk with our colleagues and competitors. Yeah, because we all do things that are um, really good for our country. Yeah. So like before all this, I worked closely with the Lviv IT cluster on educational projects. Yeah, and this was my main theme. Yeah, we tried. We even opened back in 2018. We opened big data and data science laboratory in the Lviv University. Well, us as Infopulse with colleagues from the Lviv IT cluster. If you're talking about ITU right now, I'm mostly in working with colleagues on the governmental projects. Yeah, so we with the ITU, Infopulse, and other companies, we talk to the government, and I suppose we those talks are more or less efficient.
And now let's focus on your international presence. So you already mentioned in which countries you are at. You also mentioned about the area of the industries or the companies themselves who you are providing services to. But when it comes to working with your international business partners, it is like that for example, if you have a contract as Ukraine, as the Infopulse Ukraine, you are working for one client from abroad, or is it like working that you are providing services from various your locations around the globe for the particular client?
So yeah, look, come on, we just want to make it the easiest for our client. When we are getting the contract, we can talk Ukraine, we can talk Poland, we can talk Brazil, we can talk any country. We are working everywhere legally. Yeah, we also have some representation in the UK, in the USA, just for our clients' easiness of doing business. Yeah, and this is how this is. I suppose this is more of a client-oriented thing. Yeah, because everything we do, everything we try to make, everything that how we work, we are doing it only for our clients. Okay, not only for our clients, for our people as also. But in any case, if we are going to talking about business, yeah, business is client first.
And if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, so for you with you as a company, what is the best way to reach Infopulse?
Well, okay, the best, the fastest, and the easiest is to go to our website, infopulse.com, and to check us with an email. Yeah, to hit us with an email, and it's always going to work. We have a fully dedicated team that just works on those emails. Yeah. But if you prefer more of a personal touch, you can also reach us at, I suppose, any of the socials. You know, like you can go to Facebook, you can go to LinkedIn, you can go to Instagram, and basically, yeah, I would tell you to check out our Instagram. It's really cool because we even had a travel blog back there where our people are showing off our Infopulse flag basically in different parts of the world, like like high up in the mountains or deep in the sea. It's really a cool blog. I just like anticipated you to watch it there. But yeah, any channel of communication is good for us. Yeah, you can contact us directly. You can contact us through LinkedIn. You can like I don't know, drive by to our offices and say hi. We would also be happy to see you.
So I will make sure to leave some links to those places which you have mentioned to the description of this episode of my podcast. But talking about this Instagram, this is a great idea actually to let your employees to share the logo, the flag of Infopulse from various places around the world. Is there any, let's say, this the most strange place where your people were at presenting your logo?
Uh, Depending on what you think is strange, yeah.
I don't know, the top of the Mount Everest, for example.
Not sure about Mount Everest, but let me check. I'll tell you. Like you just hit me with a question. I don't have I don't have an answer for you. It's
Okay. I will take a look on your Instagram account then and find out where you were already present as the company. And I'm sure there are very interesting places to be at, and to see where people travel, not only in the purpose of the business purposes, but for the travel and leisure as well. Ivan, thank you very much for this talk. It's great to see how you as a company grow, and despite of the war which is happening in Ukraine, that the company grows and gets the still new clients from all around the world, and still opens the new offices in Ukraine, besides the other locations which you have worldwide. As you mentioned, you are the international business which started in Ukraine in 1991. Did I
Yeah,
wrote it well?
indeed, that's right. Yeah.
32 years ago. Come on, this is a very nice age for the IT business.
Yeah. I told you we're one of the oldest. Thank you for your podcast. If I may, as a Ukrainian citizen, I would like to first of all say thank you to our heroes that are defending not only Ukraine but whole the Europe on the front lines from the aggression of the, okay, I'll call them Russian Federation. And thank you to everybody. And also, uh, uh, thing that happened here, we have to, I suppose your listeners should hear this. Yeah, that well, just in June this month, we had a great big tragedy and explosion at the Kakhovka hydroelectric power station, which is basically terrorism. And I want to people to understand that in Poland, that not depending on how do we talk, even if Ukrainians are trying to look happy all the time or talk about this, so we go to podcasts. Everybody has to understand we have a war going on here, and it has to stop. And all of your help is appreciated. Slava Ukraini.
Thank you very much, Ivan, and I also keep my fingers crossed to finish this very bad situation which you are facing at the moment. But this is not only the problem of Ukraine, but of the whole Europe and the whole world. So I guess that we should deal with that as fast as possible. And as I said, I will keep my fingers crossed for that. But thank you for today.
Thank you, Wiktor.